people know the word restorative justice are about repairing harm, but that is not 80% of the work, right? Like we'll get there, but like, how do you see each other, right? How do you see yourself as a part of this community? And how are we supporting each other in all of that? And I think like I might be guilty of like overemphasizing the community piece where people aren't getting to the place where like we are repairing harm, and the repair of harm is important. And that's where I'm like, I have a difficulty finding. I'm going to use the word balance because I think it's appropriate here.
It is.
But yeah, that is so crucial and gets forgotten or left out so much of the time.
I think it's hard because it's antithetical to our culture. Like we are all deeply rooted in American culture. And American, this is the for all, and I am using this word because I want all of the historical harm to be felt behind it. This is the land of cowboys. So this is the land of the individual who believes that they alone are mandated to take care of themselves alone and use whatever resources available, either bought or stolen or violently taken, to achieve their own desired goals or outcomes. And that individual focus will always be, until shifted, a block in how we do the community piece, because it's something that we all have learned. It is a part of our space, and it's a part of how we understand each other. So the undoing of that I and that transformation into a we for a community is way harder than I think most communities actually can even grasp, because they're so used to a negative piece, right? They're just like, they're used to this, well, if nothing's on fire, everybody's happy, versus this true feeling of interdependentness, interconnection, having this desire to be independent, be nourished by the communal reality around you, right? And wanting to give that to another person. That is just, it's so far from how so many of us are formed, even those of us who did grow up in communal spaces within the United States. At the end of the day, we are all dripping in American culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think back to a conversation that I had with Tema Okun, the person who wrote the article around characteristics of white supremacy culture. And, you know, if the United States is built on white supremacy culture is to disconnect folks, right? To keep folks separate from each other, to pit folks against each other, right? To achieve like some goal of like more power when we can share that power and work together for that instead of going after it individualistically. And that is ingrained in every single institution in our society.
Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, but starting with acknowledging, even in the most micro of our experience, where there could be communal building, is important. I had my little brother who's a grown man last year. He like sent a text message. He goes, "This family does not communicate well. We need a family meeting to have a discussion. Everyone must be present." And it reminded me that, like, even as an RJ person, I might not be seeing even what is right in front of my face as an opportunity to increase what a communal existence actually looks like. What does interdependence look like from my most basic human unit, which is my family?